the president of Cuba. They say the master has failed more times than the beginner has tried. So, right, there's a few things that you can do that'll really help you develop a calmness on the ball and help you develop your awareness. The first thing that changed my life that I found out way too late in life is called, if you've never been taught how to breathe formally, then check out this video by this woman named Dr. Vranich. Vranich. This is a game changer because she shows you how to breathe using less energy, which means if you use less energy to breathe, you'll have more energy to, sprint for the ball. You'll have more energy to scan. It's basically going to make everything in your life better on and off the field, right? They say 3 hours in like a freezing environment, 3 days you can go without food and water, give or take. 3 hours in an unhospitable environment, and 3 minutes without air. So that quote basically alludes to the fact that breathing and air is super important. So if you could just learn this, if you just do this one thing from this video, I promise you it'll change your life. Number two is developing, right? There are some fundamental skills that you kind of want to invest a little bit of time into, ideally starting with 1 minute a day. And if you want to develop confidence and awareness on the ball, there's a few ways to do that. One cheap way that can change your life is called, right, you want to take a soccer vacation. All a soccer vacation is bring a ball with you everywhere you go, right? So that means that you're going to give yourself the ability to get touches everywhere you go, right? So before work, after work, before school, after school, vacations, holidays, all great opportunities to spend 1 minute juggling, dribbling, just having fun playing soccer, right? You spend 1 minute a day juggling, that's 365 minutes a year. That's a lot of minutes. So don't discount the power of simple play and practice. 1 minute a day, you gotta start. The thing that a lot of players get wrong is they say, I'm gonna practice for 2 hours a day. They make their daily goals too big, and that becomes such a high bar that it actually deters them from playing. You gotta make it easy to succeed, or you gotta make it easy for yourself to win, which means set the daily bar very low, develop the habit first, then you can raise volume and intensity. The second thing that you might want to invest in is, there's two options. If you want to invest a little bit of money, there's something called a dribble up ball. And what it does is, there's a little computer chip in a soccer ball, and using a computer screen, a TV screen or your phone, you can follow along with these ball mastery games, right? There's like little challenges you do with the ball. And I think the reason why this is so effective is because whenever you incorporate games into skills development and you make practice more fun, that means that you're gonna have more fun playing on the field. So this is a simple tool, and if you like using technology, I think this can really help develop your confidence and awareness on the ball, right? Dribbling, it's a fundamental skill that a lot of people, frankly, just don't know how to train. Something else that you can also do, search Fanta Sista Mickey on Instagram. This kid has unreal dribbling sequences, and he combines a lot of different sequences together. And at first it seems very intimidating, but if you just take some video, isolate a simple sequence, and then repeat that sequence over and over and over, you're gonna see that once you start to, it's almost like language learning, right? You develop the fundamentals, and it just comes, and then it'll all start to come together. So that's Fanta, so it's Fanta Sista Mickey, Fanta Sista Mickey. Check him out on Instagram. He might be on YouTube as well. And when you're doing these dribbling sequences, if you want to give yourself a competitive advantage, you want to invest in a size 1 ball. The reason why you might want to do that is because, in theory, it's harder to manipulate a size 1 ball compared to a size 5. So if you can get nice with the size 1 ball, doing dribbling sequences and whatnot, some ball mastery drills, then when you get to a size 5 is going to feel much easier. So that's why, a lot of these players who are playing futsal in the streets, their foot skills get ridiculous because they're using a smaller ball than what's normally used. So they're going to have a competitive advantage if you can use a smaller ball. But that's just an idea. It also helps if the size 1 ball is the ball that you carry everywhere you go, right? So then you always have an option to juggle and dribble. It's a little hard to dribble a tennis ball, not impossible, but I would prefer to bring a size 1 ball with you everywhere you go so you could have fun playing soccer, right? Number 2, there's a ball called a kick trainer. And the reason why it's so powerful is because you can cram months of training into days or weeks with this kick trainer, right? It's $24 on Amazon, or you could just make one yourself. Size 1 ball, a length of rope as long as your as long as your ankle bone to your hip bone, and just some duct tape, right? Or, throw a tennis ball on a piece of string or on the end of a jump rope, and you got a kick trainer. Just really working on your striking technique, your first touch. And again, it's also gonna help you develop timing, rhythm, coordination, all that fun stuff. So that's another great option, right? Because since it's on a rope, you can cram thousands and thousands of touches in very short periods of time. You don't have to go to a wall. You don't have to wait for a training partner. You don't need to carry around a rebounder. So for all those reasons, it's lightweight, portable, and cheap. It's just, I believe, one of the best tools for soccer skills development compared to anything else, right? I think it's a very powerful tool that's cheap. It's cheap and it's simple to use and fun. Last but not least, juggling. Spending 1 minute a day juggling, right? They say you want to make skills easy, you want to make strength hard. Make it easy for yourself to win. This could look like a balloon. This could look like juggling a hacky sack, even a bouncy ball, right? Anything you get your paws on that's gonna just allow you to have more fun, right? Make a lot of mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the more you're gonna grow. You don't wanna make the same mistakes, but you wanna start to grow from those mistakes. So, and you gotta use the balance of the ground. A lot of players, I used to get super frustrated when the ball would hit the ground, and I would get very discouraged. You gotta use the ground as a training partner, right? You get a touch, ground gets a touch. You get a touch, ground gets a touch, right? So have a lot of touches, get a lot of touches, have a lot of fun playing, and that's gonna translate to success on the field, right? Because juggling is just, you could say juggling is rhythmic shooting, or you could say juggling is rhythmic passing. So for those reasons, right, all the best players are always the best jugglers. So that's one thing that it's never going to go out of style. You could search Maradona, juggling, Cristiano, right? All the best players are always the best jugglers. And those are great places to get started, right? Breathing, getting control of your breath, dribble up ball, Fanta Systemiki, and then kick trainer or juggling, right? 1 minute a day, if you could spend, doing any of these things, even breathing, is really gonna help grow your life and help you have more fun playing soccer. Reach out with any questions, and I hope this helps. All right, thank you.